good morning from the Universal Orlando Resort. So, a couple weeks ago I came to Universal Studios Florida and to Islands of Adventure right over there, and I attempted to ride every single attraction at both parks. That is 14 attractions here and 16 over at Islands, totaling 30 attractions in one day. I failed that challenge, and it was a challenge that I never thought I would do again, and yet here I am to attempt that identical challenge again. There is a significant difference between today's challenge attempt and my previous attempt in that today I am legitimately trying this. Not that I didn't the first time, but today I'm taking advantage of early park admission. It is 8 o'clock on the dot, which means a couple attractions have opened early before the park opens up in 1 hour at 9 o'clock. I'm here on a weekend. Technically it's a Friday today, so I have an extra hour that the park is going to be open. I am ready to do this. And I'm officially inside Universal Studios Florida. Early park admission just started. I am heading down the streets to Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. To my knowledge, there are only 2 attractions that are open during early park admission, one being Despicable Me and the other being Escape from Gringotts, so I'm gonna do them both. And that took just a couple minutes to make it inside Gru's house. Should be in this next group, or the first group of the morning to ride Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. What an honor. Alright, so I made it inside, I just rode Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, and now I am heading out to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. So it's about 8:30, a little bit before 8:30 in the morning, so I have just enough time to make it over to Diagon Alley before the park officially opens. This is great. My strategy today is essentially going to be identical to my previous attempt at doing this challenge, with the exception being that additional hour at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. It should hopefully secure my victory today in completing this challenge. And I made it to London in the very back of the park. Of course, the 2 attractions that are actually open right now during early park admission are almost the 2 farthest away from each other, but that is okay because, again, just these extra hours are really going to be what's beneficial for me today doing my challenge. So let's see how quiet it is back here. This may actually be kind of busy because it's, again, one of the only areas that's open. And nope, not really. That's good. The goal, of course, is to complete Escape from Gringotts and then make it back to the front of the park by the time the park opens up at 9 o'clock on the dot, which I'm feeling pretty confident about. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in line to put my stuff in a locker and then ride Escape from Gringotts. This is still without a doubt one of the best themed attractions ever. Getting to walk through Gringotts Bank is legitimately amazing. The attention to detail is phenomenal. I love this. So there has been a little line for Escape from Gringotts, but it has been slowly pulsing and moving forward consistently. It's only been about 5 minutes, and I'm about to ride the Escape from Gringotts. Right, and I just got off of Escape from Gringotts. That was a lot of fun. Gringotts is it's just such a fun hybrid ride, but now I'm heading outside, I suppose, to grab my bags and then head over to Rip Ride Rocket, like I said, because the park opens in just about 10 minutes. Okay, I've retrieved my bag and now I'm heading back out of Diagon Alley. This is definitely my favorite part of this experience, is just having an empty Diagon Alley comparatively to what it normally is really any other time of year. But here we go, heading back out into the real world. My approach this morning is going to be, again, similar to my original attempt, where I'm going to try to get the attractions that require lockers out of the way as fast as possible, because right now it looks like they're already cycling the ride. That's cool. But right now, the most complicated aspect of riding rides is the retrieval process to get your bags back after you ride an attraction that requires you to put your bags in the locker. It's kind of a long, lengthy process, but it looks like it's 9 o'clock on the dot, so the park is officially open. There goes SpongeBob right over there. I decided to stop off in Gramercy Park because I did last time to showcase what I brought for this challenge. There's Rip Ride Rocket way over there in the distance. So here's my bag. I brought my Spider-Man bag today to represent some Marvel fun. And I went ahead and I brought my regular camera, I brought my GoPro, I brought this bag again for the water rides that I will be inevitably doing later on today. I brought a portable charger with a cable there. I brought some Tylenol because you never know. I brought a portable fan and then some deodorant in case I get the stinks again. And then I brought a bunch of snacks over here. I have some Skittles and jelly beans, I have some Fritos, I have some sliced mango, I have some Captain Crunch, some Pop-Tarts, some Gatorade, and then some ginger ale, because again, you just never know. But that is my spread right now, and I am super excited for that. But now it is off to Rip Ride Rockets. So Rip Ride Rocket is posting a 5-minute wait, which is fantastic. This is always an attraction, similarly to Escape from Green Guts, that I always worry about the wait times, especially on a weekend that I'm here today, but I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Also, I got my return time for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure for around 2 o'clock, 2:30. So Rip Ride Rocket was so completely dead that they asked me if I wanted to ride again. That has never happened before, but I had to politely decline because I have other attractions that require my presence. Next up is going to be Revenge of the Mummy. So I am planning to adjust my strategy slightly, and I will tell you about that a little bit more once I get down to Men in Black, once I've completed all of my attractions that do require you to put your belongings into a locker. But I'm going to go ahead and do just that right now and then hop in line for Revenge of the Mummy.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! This whole place is a trap! He's after your soul!
Silence! With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity. Prepare to forfeit your souls!
And just like that, I am off the Mummy. There goes Dora the Explorer. But I don't have time to say hi. I gotta go to Men in Black. A lot of the on-ride experiences are probably gonna be a little bit similar to the previous challenge attempt that I made. But sometimes it's hard to switch up what portions of rides you can film, because it's a little bit particular when it comes to that. But I'll try to be as original as possible, and I apologize for the repetition, but again, I'm off to Men in Black. The challenge today may not necessarily be with the crowd levels or the park hours. It may have to do with the weather. That was something I was very fortunate with the last time that I came, but it has been raining and thunderstorming every single day recently here in Orlando, so that may be a problem later on in the day, but I will deal with that when I deal with it. So Men in Black is only a 5-minute wait, which has been pretty much consistent with every other ride that I've done today, which is fantastic. Some of them have been posting a 10-minute wait, but for the most part, they've all been just walk-ons completely. So I'm gonna go head over here, put my stuff in a locker, and then zap some aliens. This is exciting. I'm feeling really good about today's challenge attempt. I'm feeling positive. I feel like that extra hour in the morning is going to really be beneficial for me, as well as the extra hour at the end of the day, as well as what I'm planning to do next, which again, I'll tell you that once I get off the ride here. But it seems like, yet again, you're going to be walking straight through to the platform. Okay, here I am, riding Men in Black, Alien Attack, yet again, one of the best rides at Universal Studios Florida, without a doubt. I have an entire car all to myself.
Hiding just about anywhere.
Oh, they're hiding anywhere. See, this is kind of lame because there's no vehicle over there for me to shoot a fusion exhaust port, so my score is just pathetic. That's not fair.
Only one thing left to do.
Yay, I got the bonus. Woohoo! And I am off Men in Black with yet another dismal score that I will withhold for the time being. And where I'm heading now is going to be the Hogwarts Express over in London. So what I am convinced foiled my challenge attempt last time was the Hogwarts Express, because I decided to ride that at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is probably when everybody wants to ride it, to be able to go to the other park and to utilize their park hopping capabilities. So I am not going to do that this time. This time I'm going to try to ride it when nobody else is riding it, so I don't stand in line for an hour. And I'm assuming that that's going to be right now. So I'm going to go take the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure and then take it back to Universal Studios Florida. I'm deciding to take it back to Universal Studios Florida because I'm considering it an attraction over at Islands this time. I did not do that last time because I considered it the same ride, but it is a different experience and a different attraction coming from Islands of Adventure, and it's on the guide map. So I'm going to consider it another attraction. It's going to be 2 attractions today, and then for reference right now it is about 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, yes, this was the best idea because it is completely deserted right now. This is awesome. This was a great idea. Look at this. There are 3 groups in front of me in this entire line, and last time it took me about 45 minutes to make it to this spot right here. Whew. Oh, I'm happy. This is gonna be great. And here comes the Hogwarts Express, backing it up into the station. Like I said, I'm gonna take this over to Islands and then just hop right back in line and ride it right back over here and then I'll probably tackle some more problematic attractions like the Simpsons ride and Shrek 4D that took me a little time to conquer last time. Hopefully they will be a little bit easier to do this time. And here I am in my own little cabin, nice and comfortable. This is definitely one of my favorite changes in the recent months. It's just getting your own cabin to yourself. It's nice and cozy. And here I am at Hogsmeade Station, which is gonna look pretty familiar in just a minute because I'm gonna go downstairs and just get back in line again to ride this back to Universal Studios Florida. It is very tempting to head straight into the Wizarding World here to ride Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure or to ride Forbidden Journey. But I will be back in about 4 hours. I just want to make sure that I just knock out everything over at Universal Studios. And then I'll come back. And weather permitting, everything should work out today. I'm hoping. Okay, so just like I said, hopping straight back in line for the Hogwarts Express. But at the Hogsmeade Station, heading over to the King's Cross Station. A significant portion of the wait time here for the Hogsmeade Station is definitely the line, because you have to walk all the way down. You have to go underneath the Hogwarts Express station, the Hogsmeade Station, and then you wrap around, and then you come up the stairs, and then you hop on the train right there. I personally don't mind it because I enjoy taking in all the scenery and the details of the Hogsmeade Station, but hopefully it doesn't impact my time. But I'm feeling really good and optimistic about my experience today so far. Once I just get the Hogwarts Express out of the way in general, that is really going to benefit me today. See, it's nice and quiet right now, and if I had taken this really any other time of day, it could have been significantly busier. But heading up the stairs, I think I've said it like 400 times now, to take this back to Universal Studios. And here it is, the Hogwarts Express has arrived back at the Hogsmeade Station. And that did not take very long at all. And here I am back in the King's Cross Station for the Hogwarts Express. I'm gonna head down the stairs and off to my next attraction, which is probably gonna be the Simpsons ride. So this actually works out really well with my time because there were a few attractions like the King and Kodos Twirl and Hurl and the Nuthouse Coaster back in Kidzone that didn't open up until later on in the morning, and it looks like they are now open. So I got the Hogwarts Express out of the way, and now these rides are open, so I don't have to avoid them and then come back to them a little bit later. It works out well. But first up is gonna be the Simpsons ride. Okay, so I'm in line for the Simpsons ride. There is really nobody else here at all currently. Last time I rode this, I was way up there, but it looks like right now I'm on the first level. Okay, so I made it to the preload room for the Simpsons ride. This is a little bit different than the one that I was in last time, but it's still a little bit empty, so that is a very, very good sign. Okay, so the time has arrived to ride the Simpsons ride. I'm nervous. Alright, so I just got off of the Simpsons ride. That wait was not long at all compared to the last time that I did it, which is really good news. It's about 11 o'clock right now. I'm gonna try to update every hour that I can if I remember to, I suppose. So next up is King and Kodos Twirl and Hurl. This is kind of interesting. It seems a little bit more popular and busy this time compared to last time, so that's fun. But I'll probably make it on to the next one, at least I hope, and then I can continue on to Kidzone and just kind of complete the attractions that I need to do here. And here I am riding King and Kodos Twirl and Hurl. Get a really nice view of the park always. Riding this ride, I'm all the way up at the top, so hooray for exhilaration. Alright, so the plan now is pretty much going to be consistent with the last time that I did this challenge. It's going to be to head over to Kidzone to ride Woody Woodpecker's Nuthouse Coaster. I've been trying to keep an eye on the problematic rides from last time. One of the biggest ones was Shrek 4D, and it's unfortunate that I consider that a moving attraction, but the seats definitely do animate. But right now it has a 50-minute wait because of how they're socially distancing their theater, which is a little bit unfortunate, but oh, I'll head over there at some point. Next up, like I said, is the Nuthouse Coaster and then the E.T. Adventure. Fabulous Playland continues to be closed, which is unfortunate because there is an attraction here that may or may not count as an actual attraction, but it's a water slide, which is at the very back of the Playland, which I'm not able to ride today, which is unfortunate, but I'm riding every single ride that I'm able to do today during my visit, which of course is going to include Woody Woodpecker's Nuthouse Coaster. Again, I do not see anybody over here whatsoever. It is almost completely deserted, which is always a little bit awkward when it's just myself, a 28-year-old man, riding the Nuthouse Coaster by myself. But hey, you know what? It's a ride, and it's fun. They do not generally allow for any kind of filming on this ride, so again, you're just gonna have to take my word for it that I rode it, because here I am, and there is just nobody else here. So why wouldn't I? All right, and I just got off of Woody Woodpecker's Nut House coaster. I was the only one on the train, which again was a little bit weird, but you know what? It was fun, and I'm owning it. So now I'm heading over to the ET Adventure. The Nut House coaster was posted at a 5-minute wait, and ET is a 10-minute wait, which is probably gonna be a walk-on, I'm assuming. I think I used this exact same clip last time I rode this. Imagine that. Hold it right there. You're under a, whoa. Hold it right there. Whoa. Very articulate, bud. All right, see you again some other point. All right, so I'm all done with ET, and I'm gonna change my tactics again a little bit. Wow, that just hit me in the face. Speaking of that song, I am gonna be riding Shrek, but it's gonna be my last attraction of this park because I took the train over to Islands last time. I don't need to do that this time, which is why I intentionally ended it at Fast and Furious last time. But now I'm gonna be ending it at Shrek, so I can just walk over to Islands of Adventure. So I'm gonna be doing Transformers and then Fast and Furious and then slowly making my way back to the front of the park. This song is distracting. So I'm gonna be doing Transformers first and then Fast and Furious, making my way back to Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon, and then ending it over at Shrek. Okay, so actually Transformers had a 15-minute wait and the line was stretching outside the door, so I'm gonna go ahead and come back to that. I'm gonna do Fast and Furious first and then make my way over to Transformers because that's a pretty high capacity ride, so it shouldn't have that long of a wait. So I'm gonna do what I should have done in the first place, which is go the furthest away, then make my way back. That's cool, there go the Blues Brothers on their way to do a show. That's interesting, I didn't know they were in the Fast and Furious family. I'd love to see that crossover, but it looks like this is a 15-minute wait as well, but I'm hoping that that's just gonna be the walk to get to the loading platform. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit busier than I thought because they just fed me through the regular extended queue, whereas last time I pretty much just walked straight through to the ride, but it doesn't really seem like there's anybody over here, so maybe I still will. Here comes the party bus. It took a little bit longer than maybe it should have. It took about 20 minutes to get here. It's a little bit after noon, 12 o'clock right now, but still doing pretty good on time.
All right, let's forget about all that mess. The party is here, the party is now. Time to act a fool.
Woohoo! Where's the party? Is there a party? Man, I thought I was heading to a party and I got all excited. But I guess it's okay because I don't have time for a party. I have to head to Transformers and then Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon and then Shrek 4D. Oh, here's the party they were talking about. Yeah, check out that beat. Man, I love the beat builders. Okay, so now Transformers is a 10-minute wait. The line no longer extends out the front door. So that's a good sign. So hopefully I utilize that time in a good way. And if not, then I guess I will reap the benefits or I will suffer the consequences, one or the other, later. Okay, made it on to Transformers. That didn't take very long at all, just a couple minutes. Woo! All these screen rides, I love it. Time to save the Earth!
With improvised, kid. Thanks for being challenging.
Woo!
Let's head on back to base.
All in a day's work.
Be back anytime.
All right, and all done with Transformers. Now I'm heading straight over to Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. I'm gonna take a shortcut here through Gramercy Park because the entrance is, I'm pretty positive, right down there. Or standby. I think if you have a virtual queue, you go right over there. Okay, if this is anything like it was last time, you should be able to head straight upstairs and just hop straight into the theater. Hop, walk, just go straight into the theater, pretty much, hopefully. Okay, so I made it into the theater. That did not take very long at all. Should be in and out of here in just a few minutes. And I am all done with Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. And now I'm heading to my final attraction at Universal Studios, which is going to be Shrek 4D. It is currently about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But once I complete this, I can head over to Islands of Adventure. I am doing a lot better than my previous attempt so far, but that will depend based on the wait time that Shrek has right now. And that wait time is 30 minutes, which is the best that I've seen all day. And this is perfect because I'm going to be right at the exit of Universal, which is going to make my trip over to Islands that much easier and hopefully well planned out. Okay, so this is great. I've pretty much walked to right here in the lines, so I doubt it's going to be a 30-minute wait. And I'm enjoying my snacks here that I brought. So I already finished my breakfast snacks, now I'm working on my lunch snacks. Okay, all done with Shrek 4D. What a blast. That was my last ride, my last attraction at Universal Studios. Now I'm heading over to Islands of Adventure. It's kind of interesting, there's a slight inconsistency with some of the rides today at Universal where a lot of these sensory effects have been fluctuating in terms of whether they're working or whether they're not. Some, the water effects and the smelling effects, they are not turned on, and then others like Shrek 4D blast you in the face with water. It's interesting. It keeps me on my toes. The same consistency applies to attraction pre-show, so some rides are utilizing their pre-show and then others you're just walking straight through to the platform. I think it's interesting, but I feel fortunate at least that I'm completely done with Universal Studios and now I can just focus on Islands of Adventure, and I'm not waiting in a line right now for an hour to take me over to Islands, and I can just freely walk over at my own comfort. It is awesome. All right, so I made it over to Islands of Adventure. I'm feeling really confident with time right now, which is great. There are a few clouds rolling in, so I'm a little bit nervous about the weather, but I'm not really concerned quite yet. But there are a plethora of outdoor attractions here comparatively to Universal Studios, so we will see what ends up happening. I did this over at Universal Studios, so I'm gonna do it here. I am now on the other side of the gates in Islands of Adventure, heading into the park. I do have a virtual return time for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, but in about an hour or so. So I need to try to figure out what my plan is as I make my way back to the Wizarding World. Maybe I'll just start in Seuss Landing, but then those are gonna be the wait times that are gonna be the least today. Maybe I should start in Marvel? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead into Marvel and try to prioritize the Incredible Hulk roller coaster and Dr. Doom's Fear Fall, because there does seem to be some weather kind of behind me back in the, you can't really see it now, but it is kind of back over there. I don't know if it's moving in this direction or not, but I'm just gonna try to be as careful as possible with this to try to make sure that I can do the rides now that I won't be able to do if it does start to rain for a little bit. So currently Hulk is posted at a 45-minute wait, but by the time I make it through the metal detectors and get inside, it'll be around 2 o'clock. So I'm already an entire hour ahead of my schedule from my previous challenge attempt, so I'm feeling very good about that. And then I have an entire extra hour that the park is open, so I'm doing really good on time, and I just want to try to beat this weather if possible. Normally I would try to save this until the very final attraction of the day, but I just don't want to be too careless. Okay, so a little bit of an update. I was in line for the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, but the line was a little bit longer than I anticipated, and they played a delay spiel, which looks like it's up and running again now. But I went ahead and I got some pretzels from Auntie Anne's, because last time I did this challenge, Brennan watched the video and she said that I didn't eat enough, so I decided to finally stop and get myself some real food from the park.
That's right!
Brennan, what?
I did tell him he needs to eat some more. And I'm here to steal some of it because it looks great.
Yay, Brennan decided to come join me from
Hello.
home, so she's gonna be part of this challenge for the rest of the video, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm excited. I think I want to head over to Hagrid's because we're getting close to our time right now, and just probably getting the Potter attractions out of the way, just in case it does rain at some point. That's probably where a lot of people are going to end up anyway, so might as well just get those all out of the way. So let's go. Welcome, Brennan, to the attraction challenge.
Thanks.
Hooray!
Let's go.
This is a pretty familiar sight, heading back to Hogsmeade, but I'm actually staying in Islands this time. Gonna go and redeem our virtual line pass. That's right, I got 2 this morning for myself and Brennan. Okay, and here we go, heading into Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure queue. I am so excited for you to be here, Brennan. I made that.
Start off me coming over here.
Right? I made the reservation on the off chance that it actually worked out, because you had some stuff you needed to do today, and you were taking care of Arlo at home, and I was doing my thing, and here we are. Our paths have converged. So question, do you think I'm gonna be able to do this today?
I think you will.
You think so?
I can hear your voice, and I don't know if your voice will make it.
I'm getting a little bit hoarse because I've just been talking non-stop today and yelling on these coasters and rides, and I don't know, I've been having a great time though.
What's the thing that's trending right now? Scream inside your heart.
Scream inside your heart. So I brought the pretzels in line, assuming that we could finish them by the time we got to the load platform, but we were just walking straight through the queue. Brennan, you gotta help me with these pretzels.
I'm trying.
Ah! Woohoo!
Well, I'll be.
We did it!
There's a unicorn.
Yay!
And look,
Oh,
she's a
that was a blast. We just walked straight through to the platform. Oh, did you have fun? So next up we are heading to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. It's posted at a 10-minute wait, and we have our belongings in the Hagrid lockers, which should still be good for the duration of time that we're going to be in here. So let's get 2 locker rides out of the way, back to back.
Hello and welcome important safety guidelines in effect throughout our parks, we have also implemented attraction-specific procedures for the health and safety of our guests and team members.
And we are off of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. And man, that ride is just phenomenal, so much fun. I love it. And the effects are back on. The Dementors were dementing. So next up is Flight of the Hippogriff, which there does not look like there's anybody on that train at all, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a walk-on. Brennan, do you want to tell everybody about our friends in line at Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey?
We had this family, it was like 6 of them, and they were walking so slow that they've created their own line of people behind them. And then they decided to like weave in and out of the regular and express line by like crawling under the bars, which they were struggling to do. And like everyone behind them had to just stop in their tracks while they like weaved in and out. And then at the last second, they just exited.
They didn't even ride.
They didn't even ride.
It was hilarious. It was incredibly inconvenient and a little bit sad. And we did it. We just rode Flight of the Hippogriff. Yet again, a complete walk-on. And now we are following in suit of the Frog Choir. Brennan, are we joining the Frog Choir?
Yes.
Yay. Are you a bass or a tenor?
I'm a Hufflepuff bass.
Okay, nice. I'm a Gryffindor soprano. And now we're heading to Jurassic Park River Adventure, heading out of Hogsmeade. That was a pretty productive time in there. It's about 3 o'clock now. Still trying to update every hour if I can. So each park does have an attraction that I am not able to do, that we are not able to do over at Universal. It was the water slide in Fievel's Playland, and here it is Pteranodon Flyers. I'm not able to ride that at all because I would need to have a child with me, so I can't do it. But again, I'm still doing everything else that I am able to do today. And this one's gonna be one of them, River Adventure. So this was posted at a 10-minute wait, and we pretty much walked up to the loading platform. Isn't that cool? Have my bag in another bag so it doesn't get too wet. I don't know, I'm feeling good.
You're making good time. Like,
I think so.
By the time that it was the time it is now, like you were just now coming over to Islands.
Yeah, I just made it over on the Hogwarts Express.
I have faith.
You think so?
I have faith.
And we checked out the weather on top of the Flight of the Hippogriff, and it looks like it has cleared up. So hopefully weather won't be a factor today. Today, yeah, but today was supposed to be one of the days where it did not rain this week. It's supposed to thunderstorm every single consecutive day after today, and every day before today. So, whew, we'll see what happens.
To Jurassic Park.
Containment area. Please stay seated. We'll grab your boat and the receiving dock ahead. Dock is out.
We did it. We survived the big drop. We rode River Adventure and we didn't get that wet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Top of my head is wet. That's okay.
I got soaked last time. So Skull Island Reign of Kong was the ride that eluded me the last time I attempted this challenge. I did not get to ride Skull Island. We're gonna go ahead and check on the wait time. If it's longer than half an hour, then we may head and just go try to do the water rides to get those out of the way. Let's see what we're looking at. So it's posted at a 15-minute wait. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. I have not done Reign of Kong in a long time, and I was actually a little bit sad that I didn't get to do it when I last tried the challenge. So actually getting to do it, and hopefully complete the challenge, will be, it'll be pretty cathartic. It'll be nice. I hate this creature so much.
That's gotta be 6 feet long.
It's so gross
There
and
are hundreds of
terrifying.
remains. Like one giant burial
We're
ground.
almost there.
It would
That
take
was a
years
very
to get
fast
along.
line. And it looks like our vehicle has arrived. And we're about to go on an expedition to try to find the giant monkey.
The locals ain't none too friendly in these parts. Looks like things are heating up.
And we did it. We just got off of Skull Island, Reign of Kong. I think we really lucked out riding that one we did. Now it's a 30-minute wait. That's awesome. Okay, so now I think it's time for some water rides. I may be doing them by myself. I'm not gonna force Brennan to ride some water rides with me, but we'll see. I have to ride them because I have to ride every single thing in this park. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be riding this and Bluto's by myself. Brennan's gonna grab us some water, and I'm gonna go and give her my camera so she can film me on the splashdown, because that sounds fun. Okay, so I'm on the GoPro now. That's fun. I'm pretty positive that Brennan is back on the bridge over there where we just were, and I'll be getting a GoPro angle, and she'll be on my G7X Mark II. So you better believe it that I'm doing this again and soaking myself. I got the proof. Okay, so I'm on Dudley Do Rights, Ripsaw Falls. I'm trying to keep an eye out for Brennan. Way back over there. Let's see, I should be able to see her way down there. I'm waving. I don't know if she saw me. All right, well, I'm already completely drenched. I'm hoping you can hear me right now through the GoPro microphone. I'm hoping that Brennan was able to see me from down there on the bridge. Ah.
Here comes the lot. There he is. See if we can see Roy come around the corner. There he is. And he's soaked. He is soaked.
Absolutely drenched. I forgot to take my mask off, so
Oh
my
no.
mask is wet, so I sound all muffled. I recorded a little bit on the GoPro, but then they made an announcement to put it away. So I'm glad that you saw my
Oh.
penultimate dive into the waters.
Your poor mask.
Oh, geez, I'll probably bring it out. But we're heading out to Bluto's anyway, so
Okay.
got to get doubly drenched.
Yay.
So we made it over to Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Ramp Barges, and Brennan is actually gonna do it with me. Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. I'm so excited to not do this alone, and it doesn't look like there's anybody in line. That's great. We still may not get our own raft, which is okay. Can you hear me in my muffled mask right now? Because I can't even hear myself. Are you ready, Brennan?
Oh, my butt's already soaking wet.
I'm sorry. You haven't done this in so long, though.
I haven't. Like, the main reason I don't like water rides is because it gets my bag wet. But I can hide my bag here.
Oh no, Brennan.
No.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
I was in that scene earlier. I knew it was coming.
So, how are you feeling?
I'm wet. But it is nice and cool, though.
Isn't it?
So, I'm hoping that, you know, with how hot it's been today, I'll dry lickety split.
I hope so. We're gonna go do Dr. Doom and the Incredible Hulk at some point. Oh! Why?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I guess there's nothing to really be concerned about anymore now that we're completely drenched.
Yeah.
Check this construction out. Wow.
That's so cool.
You see that? They just completed that loop up there.
Yay! Alright. Here we go.
That is just gonna be so neat. I don't know if anybody can hear us right now because of the mic.
Yeah.
I've always loved the gentle set down into the water over here. Oh. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's not so gentle.
Oh no, pants juice!
Oh no, pants juice. But just like that, we did it. We survived Bluto's. Okay, we are off of Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Ramp Barges. I have my little fan here to try to dry out my mask a little bit. I remembered that we both remembered to take it off that time, but I forgot for WD rides, because you can take the masks off with the water rides, because it makes sense, because it's impossible to breathe when this gets soaked. So next up, we are heading to Marvel, and then probably concluding the day over at Seuss Landing.
I think we should start with the outdoor stuff, because there's just a little bit of rain.
Probably, yeah, the rain clouds are coming back. So I think that that's a good idea. We're probably gonna go over to Dr. Doom's first, probably check on the wait time for Hulk, and if it's doable, if it's manageable, then we will do it. And then probably head over to the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see what wait time we're looking like for Dr. Doom. It says it's a 10-minute wait. That's manageable. This is not the most comfortable attraction to do when you are soaking wet, but we've got to do it at some point, so better now than never. Yeah, it looks like the time for our fear extraction has arrived. Oh boy, let's do it. We did it! We rode Dr. Doom! And we...
It's a wet butt spot.
It's okay. I dried off a little bit actually. But we got a nice look around Islands of Adventure from up there, and it looks like the Incredible Hulk is pretty manageable, so we are heading straight over there. So I was juggling a lot of cameras over by Ripsaw Falls, but right around that time that I got on Ripsaw, it was about 4 o'clock. Still trying to insert some timestamps wherever I can, but it looks a lot more manageable over here by Hulk. Let's see what the wait time is.
We can't forget to go back and do Spider-Man.
Hulk is only a 30-minute wait. That is awesome. That's the best that it's been all day long. Perfect. Okay, so we waited inside for about half an hour, and then it started to rain, then it stopped, then it started again, and it stopped again. So we decided to get out of line, and we're gonna do the Stormforce Acceleratron. There's a few attractions that we can do during the weather delay. One is the Acceleratron, one is Spider-Man, there's the Carousel, and then there's the Cat in the Hat. Okay, and we just got off of the Stormforce Acceleratron. It has stopped raining. Wow, the weather is odd right now. Whoa, did you hear that lightning? That is bizarre because it's not even, I don't know, it doesn't even seem like there's really any weather in the area. It's just kind of lightly gray skies. It's bizarre. But now we're heading over to Spider-Man, hopefully gonna try to end the day on the Incredible Hulk. The wait time for the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man may be a little bit ballooned because it's one of the only attractions people can do when other attractions are down for weather. It looks like it's a 10-minute wait. Yeah, that's not bad. That's great. And then we can head over to Seuss Landing, do those rides, and then hopefully end up at Hulk. Okay, so hopefully we're able to walk all the way to the loading platform here. That would definitely be ideal and hopefully get us back on track with our challenge. We only have a few more attractions to do, and it's a little bit after 5 o'clock right now. Okay, so clearly not walking directly to the loading platform, but the line kind of consistently seems to be moving, so that's good. We have about 2 hours until the park closes. I'm still feeling positive.
Did you see that? The spider signal! With Spider-Man nearby, trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headline!
Dr. Octopus, everything's going as planned!
Excellent! And with my anti-gravity cannon, even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
Okay, we are off the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, and that concludes our final ride in Marvel Superhero Island, except for the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, which I'm assuming and hoping will reopen at some points. We waited about 30 minutes for it. I forget if I've said this already, but that was the amount of time allotted to wait for it, so that's why we hopped out of line. We could have waited it out, but we wanted to make sure that we got through all these other attractions. But now we're heading to Seuss Landing to hopefully do all the rides over there. So there are 2 attractions here that are currently open that we can do, one being the Carousel. Oh no! That weather is way over there, but man, that was a loud thunderclap. And then also the Cat in the Hats. We also have to do One Fish, Two Fish. I forgot to mention that one earlier. And then we have to do the trolley ride here. So we have a total of 5 attractions, 4 here, and then the Incredible Hulk left. And I think we are going to be doing the Cat in the Hat. It is a 5-minute wait, and it's going to be very cold inside with our warm. No, it's going to be cold inside because we are wet. Did that make sense? I don't know. And here we are about to go on the Cat in the Hat. That was pretty much a complete walk-on. So that's good.
Look at me! Look at me! I'm the cat! With a cup and a cake on the top of my hat!
I bet with my net I can get those things yet.
Oh dear, you did not like our game. What a shame. What a shame. We cannot pick it up. There's nobody at all. Have no fear of this mess.
Said the Cat in the Hat.
Tell me, what did you do? I always pick up my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know.
Okay, moving on to our next attraction, which is going to be the Carousel, right across the way. Still don't see really any weather in the area, but I guess we'll see once these outdoor rides start cycling. Here we go, the Carousel South posted at a 5-minute wait. Let's do this! Okay, so we are trying to decide which little Seuss animal we want to ride on. It looks like Brennan has decided he's riding this little elephant. It looks like. That's cute. I think I'll ride this fella. Why not? Okay, so this is incredible news. Do you see one fish, two fish over there? It is cycling, and that means the rides are opening again. So I think our first attraction is going to be one fish, two fish, because I'm assuming that the Sky Tower is going to take a little bit to cycle, and we're cycling Hulk right now too. It's about 6 o'clock, so the park closes in exactly 1 hour, and we have 3 attractions left to do that were all outdoor attractions that just reopened. Oh man, it's really coming down to the wire. So Brennan decided to stop off and grab a pretzel, but she wants me to complete my challenge, and I really want to complete my challenge too. So I am heading off to one fish, two fish. It's a 5-minute wait. Woohoo! I'm doing it. I'm riding one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Oh, Brennan is down there somewhere enjoying her pretzel. I think she's, yep, there she is right down there. Yay! So right after this, we are heading straight over to the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride. I'm trying to get that name right. There goes the Seuss Trolley Train Ride, which means it is definitely operating. We have not seen the Hulk operate since they started cycling it, but that's where we're going to end our day, so we will just head over there once we're done with Seuss Landing. Okay, let's see what wait time we are looking at. 5 minutes. I am all about that. Okay, so it's a little bit longer than a 5-minute wait. It's probably going to end up being about a 15-minute wait or so. It is 6:30 on the dot. The park closes in half an hour. Brennan, how are you feeling?
Now that I've eaten my snack, I feel a lot better.
Well, I mean about the challenge.
I feel good about it. This line always takes forever.
Yeah.
So
as long as we could get on and get off and then head over to Hulk and get in line before 7 o'clock, which is in half an hour, we'll complete the challenge. Or I guess I will. But you'll be my buddy. Okay, here we are. We're on the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride. You can see the Hulk going over there in the distance, which means people are riding it, which means we can get in line for it. There's Riptide Rocket right over there. Feels like an eon ago that I did that. But I did it today! Okay, so as soon as we get off of this, we're going to head straight over to Incredible Hulk. We're going to put all the belongings in a locker, and then we're going to get in line. For the 3rd time today, I'm going to get in line for the Incredible Hulk. And here we go, heading straight over to Hulk. By the time we put our belongings in a locker and get in line, we'll have about 15 minutes before the bar closes. But as long as we can do it, I'll have completed the challenge. So on the app, the Incredible Hulk is posting a 20 minutes wait time, so that's good news. It sounds like it's about to launch. Yes, so it's still running. Oh, I have just had the most distrust with this ride today, more than any other time I've ever been here. Okay, so we're heading over to the lockers, which means I'm gonna have to put the camera away, so the next time you see us, the next clip, I will have either completed this challenge or failed miserably. So this is posting a 40-minute wait, but as long as we get in line before the park closes, we should be good to go. And there goes the Incredible Hulk roller coaster with nobody on it because the park is officially closed. It is almost 7:30 at night, and Brennan and I just rode it, which means, Brennan, I did it! I completed the 2-park challenge of riding every single moving attraction of both Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Woohoo! I'm so tired. My voice is gone. Okay, so we are now heading out of the park. I've officially been here for over 12 hours now, but it was worth it because except for the 2 attractions that I just could not do, which is one that is not even open, the 5 water slide, and then one that I can't do because I don't have a small child, Pteranodon Flyers, I rode every single ride in both parks. That is 30 attractions. So I started the video over at Universal, so I'm gonna go and end it right here by the Islands Lighthouse. Brennan, I don't know, I'm just really proud. This was a challenge I did not have any plans or anticipate trying to do again, and I did it. Because I just, it bothered me that much, I guess, that I wasn't able to complete it the first time around, and I was this close. So I wanted to try it again with a few different circumstances, taking advantage of the early park admission, which I was only able to do a couple attractions during that time anyway, but I did it nonetheless, and then the park being open an hour later was very, very beneficial. It worked out. The weather was a lot more complicated this time around, and waited in line for the Hulk a lot more than I've ever planned on doing, but still did it.
Yeah.
Right, so thank you so much for following along. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time watching as much as I did getting to do this, and now I can finally go to sleep at night with a clear conscience that I was able to do it. Thank you for joining me halfway through.
You are welcome.
That was fun. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.
Bye.
And wait, I forgot even to just mention why I did this challenge, which the whole purpose of that was just to show that you can have a good time. Now, in today's climate, I know it seems like a complicated environment to try to immerse yourself in with the current conditions of the world, but if you really devote yourself to having a good time and you put up with the necessary implementations that the parks ask of you, it's absolutely worth it, and you can have a blast right now, as long as you're safe and you come with people that you love, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later. Have a good day.
Bye.
And goodbye.
For real.
For real.